What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This your boy Jay Reed for Jay Reed's Love of Cars. So you're thinking about getting a project car, and you want an older car, you want an old Civic, maybe even one that old, 88 to 91, because you like the body style, you like the CRX, you like the hatchback. Well, there's a few things you better consider because times have changed. So what do I mean by times have changed? In the past, probably maybe even in the recent past, you could go out, find your Civic, $2,000, swap it, grand transmission and everything, buy all the accessories you want to off eBay and have a good time. Well, you can still do the latter. You can still find a lot of aftermarket support for these particular cars, not necessarily for the 88 to 91 Civic EF sedan. Hatchback, yes. Sedan, not so much. But even then, things starts to get kind of sketchy when finding parts. You can go on eBay all day long and find aftermarket suspension parts, coilovers, dirt cheap, absolutely dirt cheap. You can find those pretty frequently. But the problem is the other things, that the big items that you used to could purchase very inexpensive, and that is like the transmission, like the engine. Nowadays, you are going to pay a pretty penny for a transmission, a pretty penny for an engine, because nobody wants to keep the regular engine in it that came in the car. You want to B-swap. You want to B-swap it to make it fast. The turbo systems, if you want to go the eBay route, people talk about them, but the eBay route is pretty quick, up to at least 10, 11 pounds. 11 pounds, not 11, 10, 11 pounds. If you stick in that range, you'll do pretty good. Put a whole turbo kit together for little or nothing. But man, when it comes down to you having to replace the engine, find actual good quality engine parts, is going to cost you a pretty penny. My transmission has gone out a few times now, just because these are old transmissions that were really only built to hold 120 horsepower at the crank, so you can expect them to break. The problem with that is, if you want to buy a new transmission, people are trying to sell these used old ass 30-year-old transmissions for $900 to $1,000. Why? Because they are harder and harder to get. I don't know about you, but in the area where I stay in, it's very difficult to find a transmission, a B-series transmission, in a junkyard. B-series parts, period. If you go to the junkyard looking for a B-series engine or even a D-series engine, a transmission, or an Integra, period, to pull parts from, by the time you get there, that thing is going to be stripped like it's on the side of the road in the hood. You are not going to find anything. Almost like people get a heads up of when these parts hit the junkyard and they strip them down. They are stripped down to the core. You can't even really find, at least where I go, there may be other places, but you can't even really find good replacement factory stock injectors in these that come in these cars, because everything is gone. It's gone when you go to the junkyard. So then you say, okay, let's go to eBay. Let's go to eBay and find some parts, because like I said earlier, you can still find some aftermarket stuff fairly cheap. Well, you go on eBay because you need a distributor. That distributor will be a piece of bull malarkey. You can get them all day long for 60 bucks. But if you look at O'Reilly's and a good distributor for a B-series engine, it's going to cost you about $200. Now, you know there's got to be a reason why this distributor is $200 and the one you see on eBay is $64. More than likely, that distributor you find on eBay is going to be a piece of crap, and I guarantee you it's not going to work that well. Then you have the issue of injectors. Before you get the car, you start looking around and say, oh yeah, I can get injectors for $60. 4 injectors, 1,000 cc. Man, them injectors be pure garbage. You still have to get quality parts when it comes to the engine, because you can't trust what you're going to get on eBay. You'll be better off finding used quality parts than to buy new shit part on eBay. It is what it is. So now you're in a dilemma. Now you got to pay $300, $400 for a good set of injectors that you thought was going to cost you $80 for these 1,000 cc, 90,000 pound injectors that you saw on eBay for $59.99. That's not going to be the case. Now you with another dilemma. Man, this car is costing me more than what I thought it would. And you done added the turbo to it. So now you're breaking stuff. it starts to add up quickly. What once was supposed to be a cheap project that you could work on in your spare time has become as expensive or more expensive as it would have been just to get a faster car from the get-go and leave it stock. I don't know. All I'm saying is, before you decide you want to get a Civic, an older Civic, as a project car, anything from 88 to probably 94, man, you better think long and hard about it. Do a lot of research to determine if that's something you want to do. B Series, the engines are hard to find. You're looking at $1,400 for a B Series engine, another $1,000 for a transmission. Then you say, because nobody really run those anymore, they're hard to find. They're 30-year-old engines. They got gargantuan miles on them. Everybody's doing K-swaps now, and then that's a whole nother realm of expenses that I won't even get into. And pretty soon, watch, those engines will be hard to find. This your boy. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace. Hi guys, this your boy Jay Reed for Jay Reed's Love of Cars. You guessed it, your boy finally got some merch. Go to the store today and get you some Vet Life. I know y'all love Vets. Now some of you may be thinking, that show is a basic design. Well, my AdSense is basic too. So we gotta supplement that with some simple basic merch. Get yours today. It's gonna be available for a limited time only. We got other merchandise on the site too. And when I say we, I mean me. Support your boy, support your channel. This shirt is only like $20, and to put it in perspective, it take y'all to buy 3 of these damn shirts just to fill one nitrous bottle.